Welcome, 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 my friend. Welcome, my head to thee. Thank you. My pleasure. You ready? Okay. Time. Hello, judges. A very warm welcome. I am so excited to be here with you all today and to serve you a wonderful coffee produced by David from Maguta Estate, located in the heart of Nyeri County, back home in Kenya. If you can have a look on the photo right in front of you, you will see David in the middle. He is a very young coffee producer who is full of passion and always has the will to learn. After Sash introduced me to him 2 years ago, it is still very vivid when I tasted his coffee for the first time. I was blown away to see how a young man is doing wonderful coffees at the farm level. What piqued my interest in particular was the beautiful stone fruit characters, complex and juicy acidity, and the elegant mouthfeel that is directly attributed to the high elevation of 1800 meters above the sea level where Maguta is located. However, when I thought of using this coffee as espresso, I found the acidity a little bit too high and the body thin to make a balanced espresso. So together with David and Sash, we decided to work together to build the most balanced espresso that honestly I have ever made. I can't wait to share it with you. Our discussions led me to the idea to blend two varietals. 50% Batian varietal for its bright stone fruit characters and white florals, and 50% Ruiru varietal for its amazing high sweetness and silky smooth texture. I will share this blend in all your 3 courses. We shall begin with the signature drink. Now, David is a really innovative producer. He's using different organic materials to feed the coffee trees with nutrients to achieve specific flavor. For example, for his Ruiru varietal, to highlight sweetness and smooth texture, he's targeting a pH of 5.5 in soil. To achieve this pH, he makes charcoal from the trunks of old coffee trees. He places this charcoal beneath each stem of Ruiru to act as sponge, which retains moisture during the dry months and increases the acidity in soil to 5.5 pH. This allows all available magnesium from soil to be absorbed into the coffee cherry, producing more sweeter cherry and more mucilage, resulting in high quality caramel notes. So inspired by David, I'm also going to pass this espresso through this food grade activated coconut shell charcoal. So this will further increase the pH, improve texture, and intensify even more sweetness, giving us delicious caramel notes in your signature drink. Now, through fermentation, we wanted to improve the flavor and tactile of Batian and Ruiru to exceptional quality. And this is where we needed to take very accurate approach. This is where Sasha's work with CM lacto fermentation comes in place. So we picked only the most dense cherries at 20 bricks. Then we pulped the skin to reduce tannins, as this will enhance clarity in the cup. Then we added to parchment a special species of LB bacteria in stainless steel container at 24 degrees Celsius to encourage microorganisms called Bacillus subtilis, which resulted in a final compound called acetoin. Now this compound is so amazing. It reminds us of butter. In fact, it is present in butter to enhance texture. So I have 4 grams of it here. When I put to my espresso, it will enhance around and an elegant mouthfeel. So we fermented this coffee for 48 long hours, as this is where stone fruit characters from Batian was most distinct. So to highlight these notes even further, I have Muscatel red grape, which also I have removed the skin to reduce tannins. Then later on, macerated with 20% white sugar for 7 days. Then collected the juice and carbonated with CO2. So when I add 20 milliliters of it to my espresso, it will convert the white flowers into elderflower and bring out a new exciting flavor of yellow peach in your signature drink. So I'll start to mix it up further and also chill without cooling with these frozen blocks to bring out a refreshing sparkling acidity in this drink. So if you can turn over to the next page of your booklet, there you see the tasting notes. Feel free to write them down. Expect a refreshing sparkling acidity, silky smooth texture, an elegant body that is round and medium. The flavor is yellow peach, white nectarine, caramel, and elderflower. Really enjoy this drink. Please remember to swallow before each sip. Enjoy. Judges, if you can please turn over to the next page of your booklet for your milk beverage notes. Expect dark cherry, white nectarine, white chocolate, and a creamy mouthfeel. Sam Cora roasted these both varietals all the way in Canberra, Australia. He did a very short roast profile, only 9 minutes, to make sure we get all those stone fruit characters out of the Batian, which today in this cup you will enjoy as white nectarine and dark cherry. Really enjoy. We've also done an extended development to 21% to fully develop Ruiru to give us this amazing white chocolate, and a creamy mouthfeel in this milk. Really, really enjoy this drink. Enjoy. So when I add 90 milliliters of this 3.5% fat content milk to our elegant espresso, which I made by the recipe, 21 grams in the basket, 40 out in 27 seconds, you will be able to get this beautiful creamy mouthfeel and a harmonious balance between your first and second sip. Enjoy this drink. Enjoy. Thank you. Judges, for your final course, please turn over to the next page, the espresso. I know you can't wait to enjoy this beautiful cup of coffee, but as I serve you, please don't taste just yet. You can evaluate it visually. Now, this espresso is my favorite beverage in the whole world. As you can imagine, we've spent a lot of time together with this coffee, which has allowed me to zoom in amazing qualities out of this coffee. I found that both Batian and Ruiru have their own special moments when they taste best. And in order for this moment to truly be special, I have something really exciting to share. I would like to introduce to you all the compass. So you can stir as much as you like, but take your first sip at 40 degrees temperature. I found that Batian at this point releases all the stone fruit characters, which today you will enjoy in this espresso as white nectarine, yellow peach. At 37 degrees Celsius, you can take your second sip. There, Ruiru will shine through its amazing caramel and red plum. After trying a lot of recipes, I settled on the dial, 20 grams in the basket, 40 out in 20 seconds. To get the best and amazing tactile balance of a medium weight, silky smooth texture, and a medium to long finish with jasmine green flower nuances. It's been a real pleasure serving you. Thank you very much. Time.
So Martin, that's amazing work. If you could just step back and come round to me. We'll just give the judges a few moments for that temperature to drop on their espresso, for them to get that experience. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You feel good?
Yeah, I feel good.
You look super impressive there. I know that this is not your first rodeo, right?
It's not my first time, but it's always like...
you get the same
like
emotions.
time, yeah,
for
sure, for sure.
So we're going to talk to Sasha in a little bit, ask him some questions about the performance, but before we do, if there was one thing that you could tell people back at home, in Kenya, elsewhere in the world, what was it that you would say?
I would really want to appreciate my training, the person who provided my training space back home in Kenya, East African School of Coffee, my precious wife who is just seated right there watching me. Also the whole community of Honor Coffee. They've really been supportive when I was training.
I think it's the amazing magic of the barista competition is it does allow communities like that to be showcased properly and to have you presenting their coffee. I'm sure they're very proud.
For sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you
just
so
wait
much.
for the judges to finish their work there, and then you'll just get everything on the trolley. We'll go talk to Sasha now. So Sierra, what have you got for us?
Hi Sasha, a man who needs no introduction. If you just drink first, can you talk us through a little bit of why you decided to do that?
Well, obviously, the idea started with learning from David, who is the owner of the farm, about his practices, and I found it fascinating that he's trying to use everything that he has available from the farm to look after the nature, look after the trees. So when he's obviously cutting his branches off, he would turn this into charcoal, and make sure that he can increase the pH. And charcoal is commonly used in water filtration. It clarifies water, it does great things. So we thought, well, why don't we actually start, learn from David what he does on the farm, and as a baristas use these techniques and see how we can continuously keep improving the coffee. And first time when we put it through the charcoal, it tasted balanced, more sweeter, more rounder, more cleaner, and we loved it. So there was quite a few months choosing the best charcoal and best technique and best amount. But yeah, it's actually a pretty cool thing.
And for you, because you have lots of roles, you've been a barista champion and a coach, but also you're a roaster and run a roasting company. How was it for you working with this much care with Kenyan coffee, as opposed to you have lots of experience with Colombia and other regions?
I mean, I've been super passionate about Kenyan coffee for over the last 3 years. When I could travel, I've been there 2-3 times a year, and it's great. Kenya coffee has a huge, as we know, not huge potential, unbelievable coffees. And sometimes, as Martin mentioned, sometimes we need to learn how to manage it for espresso, because they have this beautiful acidity that for filter it's easy to bring out in a balanced way, but for espresso it's sometimes challenging. And there was a great work of kind of understanding the blending of two varietals and finding the varietal that can do certain job attributes. And yeah, I think it's been great. It's been fun going to Kenya, picking up Martin from the airport almost every time, and off we go to the farm. Beautiful times, and cannot wait to go there again.
And I'm curious about one last thing before we head over to our remote commentators. As a World Barista Champion yourself in 2015, what was the one piece of advice you gave Martin before he stepped on stage today?
Just to think of all of the moments and all of the hard work that he has done, and of people that have been supporting him as well, and his work that he's done with David. I think that always helps you to put you in a happy place, because it is nerve-wracking to be in competition, but when you think of your happy place, I know that he loves this coffee. I know he loves working with a farmer. They've been sharing messages this morning as well.
That passion really came through that whole performance. You could really see he loves this.
Yeah, so it was a nice connection. I think that it was lovely to see that, as you said, it came through, because it's obviously his work, but it's a teamwork of people that support him.
So we're now going to move to a live commentary from the remote booths, Charlotte and Hide.
Thank you, Sasha.
Thank you.
Ide, so